Good morning and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make these adorable little tiles. I picked these tiles up at Walmart. I mean, not at Walmart, at Goodwill for 99 cents for four of them. And I'm using contact paper today. The reason I'm using contact paper is because it's cheap, it's thin, it's easy, and you can practice without feeling like you're wasting your good vinyl. So I recommend that you go get some contact paper and just use the heck out of it. So here's all the supplies that I use for today. You can see the tiles down in the bottom right-hand corner, and then just above that are the baby wipes, and I use that to clean the mat after I'm done doing everything that I'm doing. It keeps the mat nice and sticky. So you clean it up with the baby wipes and then you let it dry. And then I have a jar to hold all of my tools. I have scissors to cut the contact paper. I have black contact paper and clear contact paper to do the transferring. So you don't have to go out and buy transfer tape. Contact paper works awesome. There's my stylus and my spatula thing that I use. Okay, so here is the cover that goes over the mat that comes with your machine. And this cover keeps all of the dust and dirt and everything from getting onto it. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to place the black piece of vinyl that I already had cut out, the black piece of contact paper, and you have to make sure that it fits within the 12 by 12 frame, those inner blue lines. So this one does, and this is just smoothed out by my hand. And you get a spatula that comes with your machine, but go ahead and find one of these little square spatulas because they're rounded, they have corners, and they're wide, and they're really easy to handle. So much better than the spatula that comes with the machine. So you just take your spatula and um, smooth it down really good. It helps get all the air out. You make sure that none of your stuff is sticking up. So here's the machine with the dust cover down and it's turned off. Um, this is a CM350 and it is wireless ready. Okay, and that's something that our dealer told us wasn't available for the CM350. And when I found it, I was ecstatic because it was. All right, so for contact paper, we're going to go ahead and use a blade depth of just under 1. And if you're going to use Cricut vinyl and you don't have any contact paper, just go ahead and bump it just a little past 1, a little towards 2. And always do a test cut. I didn't do a test cut in this because I know the contact paper by now, but if you're just getting used to it, test cuts are wonderful. They're really, really helpful. All right, so set your blade to just under 1, and this next picture is just going to be the picture showing that it's a CM350, and you know, I can't remember what else the dealer told us wasn't available, but it is. Oh, being able to do the 1/4 inch seam around stuff. That is something that is totally available on the CM350. So, um, yeah, I can't remember what else, but it turned out to be a really great purchase. I'm really, really, really in love with this machine. So it really made Thanksgiving really fun, and it's going to make Christmas really fun too. All right, so the first thing that comes up when you turn your machine on is it says the carriage and mat will move to the initial position. Keep your hands away from the carriage. So it's going to go and it's just kind of going to reset itself. And if your mat is loaded, it's going to spit your mat out. So don't bother loading your mat just yet. Um, we're going to go and once you click that, it's going to click OK. First, it's going to come up with like a home screen, like a slideshow kind of home screen, and then you're going to hit the home button, and it's going to come up with that little warning, and then it's going to tell you, your pattern or scanning. We want to pick pattern, and from the pattern, we're going to choose the one that has the shapes and designs like that. We're going to go into the holiday looking one. And then from the holiday looking one, we're going to choose the Christmas tree. And so we're going to bring the Christmas tree up, but we don't need one that big. So we're going to make it a little bit smaller. And then we're just going to choose just the tree part and click OK. Sorry, it's hard when I'm doing pictures because sometimes some of them need to go fast and the others need to go slow. So This might take a little bit. I hope you guys are having good weather wherever you are. So it's been really rainy here. We just had some friends up from California, and couple days, no, they left on Sunday, and now today it's sunny. It's pretty outside. Okay, so we need 4 trees for LOVE. So we're just gonna click that button 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it's gonna bring it up into the screen all across the top. This machine has so many different cool functionalities. We're going to really have a lot of fun getting to know it together. And if you guys have questions or certain things that you want me to show you, please just ask in the group. I'm happy to help and happy to try to figure it out myself. And if I make a whole video where I'm just bumbling through it, please just bumble through with me, or fumble, not bumble. Okay, so there's the trees on the screen. Now, the best part about the scan and cut is that I've already placed my material, but if I didn't have the ability to scan it in, I wouldn't know exactly if that was going to cut right on the piece that I put onto the mat. It could be a little bit too high, it could be a little bit too low, they could be too big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scan our material in, or scan our, not material, but yeah, I guess scan our material in, the contact paper, into the machine. So we're gonna push this little button with the blue and the little thing that goes through it. And it's going to bring up this thing that says scan the mat and show as background. Put materials to scan on the mat and set it. And so you do that, and it goes through and bzz, bzz, to the front and the back. And now um, here's our Christmas trees, and they are too tall. So we're going to grab one of them, and I'm going to show you. Well, I can't show you, but I'm going to grab it and I'm going to pull it down. So you click on it and you pull it down, and then I'm just going to finish the rest without showing you. But so that one you just bring down just a tiny bit, and then all the rest of them you bring down as well. Okay. All right. And I'm sorry to do it with the pictures like this. I don't have the space on my phone that I thought that I had. So this has been the best way to do it today. All right. So we're going to go into add, and we're going to add our alphabet. So we click the add button, and this is also where you can add the test cut as well. So we're going to click pattern, and the pattern is going to take us back to that screen that gives us all the choices like shapes and designs and letters and stuff. And we're going to click on the fonts. The fonts comes with, I think, 7 fonts on my machine, and they're more than adequate. They're not the best fonts, but they're fantastic still. So I'm going to pick just this one, and we're going to pick one letter at a time instead of just writing LOVE, because we need to put each individual letter into an individual tree. So we can't separate. I mean, maybe we can separate it once we've done it, but that's just extra work. So we go ahead and click the L and click OK, and then it's going to give us the option to set it. And I don't usually mess with anything on this, but I'm sure that there's some cool reason for it. So you grab your L and you bring it down into your tree. And this L is going to be a little bit too big. So I'm going to keep my cursor on it, and I'm going to go up to the right-hand side where it kind of looks like a grid with some shapes and stuff. And that's where you're going to go in, and you're going to find where you can change the size. And we're going to make it just a little bit smaller, but we're going to remember the size, at least the width, so that all the rest of them can match for the most part. So go ahead and click that. It's going to bring up this screen, and you want to go all the way. This is also where you would delete a file as well. You go over to the right, and you can click on the up and down button, and this gives you the options to flip it, to turn it, and also you can fill it with the drawing stuff. So go ahead and click your next one. Well, so we resize it. I'm sorry, I was talking too much. We resized the L down to 0.5, and then we went ahead and added all the rest of the letters with the same width, and that was at the 0.5. So my L is a little bit low and my E is, but I don't really care. I think it's going to come out cute. So I'm all done adding stuff. I'm going to click OK. and then it's gonna bring up the screen where I can draw it or I can cut it, and I'm gonna go ahead and click the cut, and usually I would have a test cut here as well, but I didn't. And this is gonna tell us now, I did an update yesterday, and I'm so excited because now it tells you how long it's gonna take to cut. So you go ahead and hit that start button, and it does its magic, and it really did take about 2 minutes to cut. And when it's done, it spits it out and it says, project finished or whatever. You can't really see there, but it cut everything perfectly. And what this is called is like a kiss cut, I guess, because it leaves your backing attached. It doesn't cut through your backing. All right, so this is called weeding. You take your vinyl off, you take the negative space off, and that leaves you just what you started with. And you can see in there the letter L. I'm going to take an all AWL that I have from my snap kit, and I'm going to use that. I have an actual pick, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm going to borrow that one, and I'm going to push it just gently underneath the L and pull it up. And that's going to expose the L space underneath it. And I'm just going to set my L on the mat just for now until I can figure something else to do with the word LOVE for now. I mean, or I can just throw it away, but I'm probably going to reuse it. So there they all are done. And now we're going to grab our clear contact paper and we're going to cut out a piece that's just the right size to go over the whole entire thing. And don't worry about trying to make it smooth once you've got it on. It's too big to try to worry about. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it all on there and then we're going to cut it into its individual stickers and then smooth it out. That's much more easier and much more manageable. The air escapes a whole lot faster. You have a lot less problems. All right, so there it is with my clear contact paper over the top of it. You can see I have bubbles everywhere, but I'm not letting it rule me. All right, so you cut them all up into their individual stickers and you grab your little, what you call it, the little spatula thing. And see how there's that huge bubble there? You just take your spatula and gently push it out towards the top or to the side or whatever, works for the bubble that you got. So I'm just going to smooth it out really good. And you do that with all of them. Just take them through and smooth them out. You're going to do this whether you have bubbles or not because you want the black to transfer onto the clear. So there they all are, all done and ready to go on to the tiles. And I'm really excited because I've been wanting to do this for a while and I keep trying to make the video. And of course, every little thing happens. So finally, this is coming through. So here is the tile that I got, and I wiped it down with alcohol before I started this whole project. So there's the whole sticker with the backing still out. And we're going to peel the backing off, the paper backing off, and it's just going to leave the sticker, the clear sticker, and the contact paper. And we're going to take that and we're going to center it however we want on our tile. And you can see my finger through it. I just wanted to kind of give you the idea that that's what you have left after you take the paper off. And you're going to center it onto the tile. You smooth it down with your hand and then grab your spatula and smooth it down again. And then you're going to peel back. See, that should go really fast, but yeah, you just want to smooth it down really good. Try it for the edges specifically, because whenever you go to pull it back, sometimes the edges want to stay with the clear. So you want to take your spatula and kind of hold it down. And I have a picture of it, but that's not how you're going to do it. It's just, it was hard for me to film and hold it down at the same time. So, see how that little piece is sticking up? We want to take our thing with our right hand while we're peeling away and kind of smooth it out as we're going. And then you're just going to peel and peel and smooth and peel and smooth and peel and smooth. And there it is with the peel almost all the way off it, and it's all smoothed out as well. So that is the end. There's the whole thing done. Sorry it's blurry. But I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but I hope that this was fun for you guys, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.